All right, guys, it's me, and welcome back to the channel where I talk about whatever I want. Welcome. If it's your first time, it's kind of my first time too. But today we're going to get a little bit dark. I opened up the news because I just wanted something to talk about. I wasn't quite sure what. And I found something very tragic. If you didn't know, which you probably didn't, because I didn't either, and it looks like this just happened today, if not yesterday. Um, Somebody decided to wake up in the morning and drive their car into a church, and then they set it on fire, and then they started shooting people, or in some combination of those three things first, right? Think about it. They decided to wake up in the morning at their house. I'm assuming they had a house. Maybe they didn't. Could have been a tent somewhere. But I like to imagine it being like a little nice suburban house from some guy you never would have suspected. All the Joneses really liked him. Oh, yeah, maybe he even went to church. Maybe he went to this church. But imagine him, wake up in the morning, he yawns, clicks off the alarm, maybe he snoozes it a couple times, feeds the dog, eats his tricks or his like Fruit Loops, and has a glass of OJ with his multivitamin, and is listening to I don't know, something. Maybe he was watching my YouTube channel. Hopefully not. Well, anyways, and then he sees his kids off. Maybe he gives his wife a hug. Hey, I'll see you later. And then, like, that cheesy 80s, like, sitcom music plays as he walks out the door. And then cut to this guy decides to drive his car into a church, shoot people, and set it on fire, okay? Now, now that I say it out loud, this is it's just so extra. Why do you have to drive your car into the church? Doesn't it make more logistical sense to just go with the other steps instead? Because what if he drove into the wall and knocked him out, and then his whole mission is fails, and also he looks really extra stupid. He obviously looks stupid already, because you have to be on, like, there's got to like an evil spectrum. I don't mean autism spectrum, but there's got to be some kind of like evil spectrum, right? That's got to exist. We'll have to look into that some other time. Is there like a evil spectrum? Like how satanic are you? Like, fill out this questionnaire. Anyway, this guy would probably be pretty up there. And just, for the record, this channel and myself, I don't condone the driving of cars into churches. Doesn't matter the kind of church. And I don't condone driving the car into the church and then setting it on fire, arson, and then mass murdering people, and then having a shootout with the police. I've never, call me old fashioned, but I don't stand for that. Okay. I'm a staunch supporter of not driving your car into a church and then setting it on fire and then shooting everybody and then getting into a shootout with the police and suicide by police. That's just me. But that's just, how shocking. But that's just kind of, the state of the world today, and at least in America. In other countries, they'd be like, pump the brakes. But here, it's shocking and it's horrible. But at the same time, it's not surprising. That's the thing. And then I just thought this was kind of funny that right here, juxtapositioned right next to this church shooting, driving thing, you have this ketamine. Can the party drug ketamine be a mental health breakthrough? It was for me. And, obviously maybe they're trying to sell ketamine, or who knows, maybe they're paid to. It doesn't matter. Personally, I also don't support people using ketamine who shouldn't. People, obviously, who are not of age, you probably shouldn't even really do it unless you're 25 or older, when your brain is fully developed, right? That's what people say. I'm just going with that. But, to be honest, it's not the worst. It's not like your heroin. It's not like your methamphetamine. Of course, anything can be used to excess, even water or sex or dancing. You can dance too much and have a heart attack. You can be on Twitter too much. Probably 5 minutes is honestly too much. Probably 5 minutes too much, in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe, this is so America. It's like, perfect snapshot, the ketamine. What do we do to stop people from mass shootings and driving into churches? Maybe is it ketamine? Is it SSRIs? Is it, this late talk show or this or this? Is it this hat? Maybe it's this hat. Maybe I just need to wear this hat or, I don't know. Whatever happened to the good old stuff like yoga, Maybe a little ketamine and a little yoga honestly would have stopped this guy from driving his car into a church and setting it on fire and then shooting everybody and then getting in a shootout with the police. Possibly. I mean, that would have been a more productive. I can't say it'd be a worse way to spend his time. Like, as far as the evilness spectrum, right? It's got to be a little bit lower. Plus, if you go to yoga and you're taking ketamine, you get to be that guy. We all know that guy. It's like, oh man, ketamine's so amazing. It's saved my life. Before, I was living on a tent, and I was contemplating driving into churches, and I was a nobody. But now I take ketamine, and my whole life, you gotta try it. You gotta try it. You will be amazed. It's next to God. I didn't even know who I was before I stopped thinking about driving into churches and started taking ketamine and going to yoga. And when you're in yoga, it's good. It's good. Sometimes I can't help but get a little bit of a ego from this practice that's supposed to be egoless, right? Like we all, I just got, they walk around with their yoga mat and they're like, I just got a yoga, I'm so at one. I'm so at peace, bro. Fuck you. I'm way better than you because I'm so much more at peace than you are. I completely have lost my ego by doing yoga. I have no ego now, way better than anybody else. And I take ketamine. But that person probably doesn't drive their car into a church and set it on fire. And look at all these people. I mean, this is our tax money here at work. I mean, this cost us what? What do you guys think? A couple $1 million between all of these people having to respond and the medics and the firefighters. And look, that big truck there that goes real high, that's expensive. And we got to pay for that. It's like, come on, man, don't drive your car into a church and set it on fire and then shoot people. I mean, it's just not, it's a bad look, honestly. It's just not a good look. Now his family, if he has, any, it's always interesting to see who these people are, right? Typically, it's the incel stereotype, no friends, probably plays League of Legends or Counter-Strike or is on, chronically on the computer in some dark recess of Reddit, reading things that no human would ever should read or say. And that just becomes normal to them because that's what they do all day. People are adaptable. People are beautiful. But the thing is, people can also be adaptable the long way, the wrong way, That's how you get cults and people and like Nazi Germany and Auschwitz. And it was just normal to them. I mean, you want to believe that somewhere deep down, people doing these terrible things have to know, right? They have to know, like somewhere, like I probably shouldn't run like a camp where I burn millions of people alive. Like some, but I do think, because everyone's different, maybe some people aren't that smart and some people are more gullible. Some people are more willing just to be a sheep. If everyone else is doing it, it must be fine. Sure, I'll be a Nazi in Germany, or sure, I'll join the cult where they train people to run cars into churches, set it on fire, and then proceed to shoot everybody. But yeah, it's really just a bad look. You'd rather be the ketamine guy, but this is just the state of America right here. Just this turmoil and just horrible stuff going on and people getting used to it. But at the same time, how do we do it? And we're just throwing meds at people. Take the SSRI, don't take Tylenol, but take ketamine or, but honestly, there is something to this if you do it right. Like most drugs can be done in a proper way, even if you're at the club or you're at a party, can the party drug. I mean, there is something to going out and being around people and having a good time and dancing. You're moving around, you're socializing, you're having this hopefully mind-changing event. But hopefully, that party just isn't at a cult where they train agents to be activated to go drive their car into a church and set it on fire and shoot everybody. It's just a bad look. Just a bad look. I mean, that's dark. Can't even. I mean, typically these people have brain trauma or a tumor or a mixture of all these things, just they're on Twitter too much. I mean, that's kind of it. Honestly, Twitter is kind of our brain tumor today. I mean, basically just dividing the people and activating people to walk around the street and be like, hey, you're wearing the wrong hat. I'm allowed to yell at you now because I disagree with you, and I'm going to throw my, strudel at you. My strudel. Don't be that person. Disagree with people, but learn to have conversations, break bread with them. Don't go run. Guys, I'm staunchly against running your car into a church, setting it on fire, and then shooting everybody, getting in a shootout with the cops, and then dying that way. I think that's not good. I think it's not good for society. But there are people out there that disagree with me. And I have to disagree back. Thanks for watching.